Torpor, welcome in and congratulations on being officially the fastest thing alive, climbing first in the chat for this stream. I hope you're doing well. Just checking my go live tweet actually worked. It did. It did. Good stuff. Okay, and have I forgotten anything? No? Doesn't look like it. But my captions don't appear to be working. There we go. They're just being temperamental, as they so often are. Curse you, captions. Curse you. Okay. We should be good now. I've started a little bit early. I finished early, and I didn't need to spend quite as long as usual setting up. Well, no, I finished work on time, actually. But I didn't need to spend as long setting up tonight. Because, I've probably forgotten something. Oh! Ryan B! Thank you so much for being subscribed for 30 months. Ah, now I know
has
what
been
I
a sub
forgot
for
to
30
do.
months. Very
I
naughty,
wanted-
Q are.
I wanted to rearrange my OBS a little bit so that I could see the chat better whilst I was over here. I sat here for 5 minutes holding my mouse, going, why am I holding my mouse? I'm a smidge of a sleepy mouse today. Oh, bless you, Primbles. Has it been a busy day? No worries at all, Tidders. You enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge, and I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, tonight's going to be a chill one, but I've got something very exciting to share with you all. In fact, I'm going to take us over now. Just sleepy. Fair enough. Sometimes you have sleepy days, you know? Perfectly valid. Hi. So, we were supposed to be working some more on this lovely lady, or potentially painting some Monster Hunter minis today, because I have a pile of Monster Hunter minis that comes up to about here behind me, well hidden. But I got something in the post yesterday that I just cannot wait to deal with at all. Shanus sent me a robot bug plastic model kit. So this is kind of like a Gunpla kit. It's a Plamo, a plastic model kit from Japan. It is by the company Suyata. It is part of their Marvellous Museum series, and it is one of 3 bugs that they do. But it's not just the bug, it's also a robot. So it's a, here we go, mechanical Dynastes. Hey Kian, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. It's a very pretty robot stag. It's lovely, and I didn't have time or energy for building it yesterday. I had a shower and I sat on the couch and I did some doodles. It's not a bug, but a feature, bravo Topo. If there's one thing we like in this channel, it's a good pun. If there's one thing we like even more than that, it's a good pun that uses programming or insects. And that one used both. You get the wooden spoon for the stream. Ooh, that sounds exciting, Prime Bait. I mean, from what I've seen of armor stuff, that's a lot of work. But for the people that are actually, you know, engaged in it, it's good fun. Oh, cool, Kian. Making CNC stuff for it. Oh, that's very cool, Primbles. And very you. Making a campaign to run with friends. Oh, that's wonderful. I hope it goes swimmingly. I'm sure it will with you at the helm. You're a good mouse. And a very clever and talented mouse. But yeah, so this is what we're going to do today. We're going to build this. Now, it supposedly needs no glue. And technically doesn't need painting. I will probably be adding some details to it with paint at some point. But we're gonna take it out of the box, we're gonna take a look at it, and we're gonna try and assemble it tonight. But yeah, I didn't have the energy to do it yesterday, even though I was super hyped to, so I'm subjecting you folks to it. But I'm really, really looking forward to it. I think it'll be fun. As always, during painting streams, the jukebox is on. Feel free to put whatever you like in. I've actually been thinking about, for the VODs at the very least, there's a very lovely member of our community and the extended community. Oh, shit. I forgot something important there. This is really difficult when your keyboard's all the way across your desk. There we go. Alex Dudley, fantastic composer, has just released a new album. And all of their work is not Spotify, is Twitch friendly. And there's some stuff in there that I was like, do I want to replace like the starting soon music and the BRB music and maybe even the ending soon music with this? Because this is, you know, this is me supporting a good artist that I know and I'm friendly with, as well as having really good music on my channel. So I might do that, we'll see. But I was thinking I might start having Alex's stuff like just on a quiet loop, as it were, underneath the jukebox so that people watching the VOD actually can hear some music. Hello, Shanus. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm just getting bits of a bug out of a box. You can see I've already lined up all the tools I'm going to need today. Probably more tools than I will actually need. So far, Plamo kit. It's very nice and clearly labelled, which is something you don't often get with the Gunpla kits, I will admit. It's normally a lot harder than this to figure out which bit is which with them. Oh, look at that. Very nice. Quite a few pieces. No big surprise there. There's the instructions. Buggo! Yes, I wonder where this could have come from, Shay. Can't possibly think. Who could have sent this to me in the post as a surprise? I have a mecha kit from the 80s I need to finish. Welcome on in, Seno. Hope you're doing well. I've got one Gunpla kit that I need to finish. One thing I absolutely adore about Plamo kits is that they've always had really good instructions that don't rely on any kind of language barrier. You see what I mean? Everything's pictures, but like better than IKEA instructions. Okay. So, these are really nice as well. Like the Gunpla kits, they just come with like crappy paper that's black and white. You don't get like a full colour pamphlet for your very pretty beetle figurine. This is nice. This is very nice. And quite complicated. I'm looking forward to putting this together. Okay. So, oh yeah, I really like the caution. This is on the side of the box as well. Don't swallow any items in the package. Okay, I'm with you so far. Don't put the package into your mouth, nose, or on your head. Try and stop me, Suyata. Try and stop me. I'm just going to leave that there. Keep this product away from fire or high temperature source. I am a high temperature source. That could be a problem. Seriously, if you don't believe me, ask Slow. He will confirm before you've finished asking the question. Read carefully and fully. Understand the instructions before commencing assembly. Check out part numbers before removing parts from sprues. This is very good advice no matter what it is you're building. It's very good advice when you're building GW kits especially, because some of their stuff is a little bit too close to other pieces, and if you cut everything out, you will have no chance of actually figuring out which piece you're supposed to be sticking onto the other pieces. Some parts are sharp. Be careful when assembling. This is also very good advice. I got beaten up by a miniature in the Blackstone Fortress box set. It stabbed my finger. It drew blood. Is there anything showing off other Marvellous Museum stuff? There is not, unfortunately. There's some QR codes on the back, so I'm guessing you could probably get some more information about the Marvellous Museum and Suyata stuff from there. Oh, they advise using tweezers. Interesting. It's okay, I've got tweezers nearby. Adhesives can be used to increase firmness during assembly. Good to know. Okay, I think we're good to start. Back when the Indomitus box came out, I saw a YouTuber cut out all the Necrons at once and regret it almost immediately. Yeah, Necrons are the worst for it. I actually haven't built any of my Indomitus Necrons. Or the Space Marines, actually. The Indomitus box is still completely unassembled on a shelf over there. I bought it, never touched it. Okay, so we want some stuff from J, we want some stuff from H, and we want some stuff from D. So, congratulations, Cyborg, I think. Also, welcome in, I hope you're doing well. What's the matter, Porthos? What are you whinging for? This is J, so we want J3. Let's get this out of the plastic baggie. There's a lot of plastic in this, which I'm not so happy about. Like, one thing about Gunpla kits is they don't use lots and lots of unnecessary plastic. You get, made, and anyone who says otherwise get your sprues wrong. And that's it. Hans and Cypher both entering the chat with your customary greetings at the same time. Welcome on in both. I hope you're both doing well. I'm full of roast beast. What flavour of beast was it, Cypher? J3. We have 2 J3s. I take it we only need 1. Because it doesn't say do it twice. We'll have to have a look at how many of H9 we have, and then how many of D21, 10, and 16 we have. This is B, so we don't care about this right now. Lamb. Lovely. I've not had lamb in ages. That's G and H. We do need something from H, so we'll get this out of its plastic baggie. There's probably going to be a lot of, like, plastic baggie ASMR at the beginning of this stream. Oh, very nice, Hans. I know Slow is a big Advance Wars fan, so you'd probably get a viewer out of him there. I don't know very much about it. It looks cute, though. H9. We do have 2 H9s. So I think it's safe to assume... Ah, yeah, it does actually say on the instructions as well, ×2. I just covered it. Couldn't see it. So let's do that bit first before we start getting into step 2. So we get our trusty snips. Now, for those that haven't seen me do this before, because it has been a while since I built anything that was on a sprue, I use these. Pakafk, I guess. These are knockoff god hands. I got about 10 pairs of these for the princely sum of £3. And you know what? They are way better than any other plastic snips I've ever had. You know my kinks. Apparently. It's not intentional.
How lewd.
It's also been so long since I've done anything like this that I haven't even thought about the fact that I don't hold the sprue as far down as I would hold a miniature when I'm painting it. Just shifting my camera there. Okay, so that's the bits from Jay. You may have noticed as well, I have this strange strip of plastic here. It's actually, if I can get it open, container for a glass file, which is specially designed for plastic model kits. And I tell you what, folks, godsend. If you can get one of these, do it. Really good for plastic model kits. Really, really good for your plastic Warhammer, stuff like that. If you buy branded, again, very expensive. I got this one and 2 more in a set for £5. Same place that I got these from, AliExpress. AliExpress is actually a treasure trove for cheap and surprisingly high quality hobbying tools. So if you are on a budget, which I very much am at the moment, it could be a good source of tools for you, as long as you're willing to wait a little while, because obviously it's got to get here. I think it took 3 weeks for me to get these when I bought them. The other thing I have on the desk for prepping stuff with is some of my favourite sandpaper. It's a very fine grain sandpaper. It is wet dry as well. Let me see if I've got... No. I've got a bit in here with the actual number on for folks. Let's find out. Here we go. This is the sandpaper. And Slow bought this big pack of it a good few years ago. And between us, we're still using it. So it lasts a long, long time because you only need a very little bit to do a good few models. Husband and I get doll wigs on AliExpress. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. There's some fantastic stuff on there. You can also get some really nice miniatures on there, like to paint. Figurines, statues, and stuff that's like Kingdom Death sort of size. No Warhammer on there. I think there is things that are Warhammer adjacent, though. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like there's a lot of like anime statues and that kind of thing on there. So I'm being very, very gentle with this file. And it is doing so much. I've just turned the volume up on the music a little bit because it's very quiet for me, so I can only assume it's very, very quiet for you folks. Yeah, look at that. I cut a bit too close to the actual piece there, and it's come up really nice. It's only a little bit of damage, where there was bound to be damage anyway. And I'm not even applying any pressure, I'm just running it over it. I love a glass file. Love a glass file. I actually use glass files for my nails as well. Not these ones though. I have actual proper glass nail files for my nails. Watch the Tron animation. Well, the first episode, it's really quite. It's good, isn't it? Can't remember what it's called now. It's is it Uprising? It's Uprising the series. But yeah, it's really good. It's a pity it got canned. It's by the same animation team that did Motor City. You've seen Motor City? Which also got canned, I believe. But yeah, it's very, very good. It's from a point in Disney's TV history where they were actually investing in some really good stuff. That's when Gravity Falls came out as well. So much good animation gets canned, yeah. The problem with Uprising is that as much as it was a really good show, it wasn't aired at the right time for the kind of people that would want to watch it. It was scuppered by its time slot as much as anything else. Because especially with something like Tron, you want to be trying to go for a time slot where the people that were brought up on that shit are going to be able to sit down with their kids and enjoy it together. Still bitter about Owl House. I tell you what, as much as I'm with you there, I think the way the series has been concluded, which you can watch on YouTube for anyone that didn't already know, they never would have been able to do that if they hadn't got canned, and it was a perfect ending to the series. Okay, so we have what I presume are two tiny air vents. Where do they need to be in focus? About here. Okay. Yeah, two tiny air vents. Also, please excuse the state of my nails. I've had this nail varnish on since just after the last time I did a painting stream. And it survived really, really well up until I had a massive panic attack middle of last week, and I've just been chewing my nails almost non-stop ever since. Dynastes and Co did a grand job. They really did. Would Saturday mornings have worked for Uprising? See, I think Saturday mornings would have been a perfect slot for Uprising because that would have that's sort of prime time for parents watching TV with their kids. You want a Saturday morning cartoon. It worked for Gargoyles, yeah, exactly. Okay, so now we need D21, D10, and D16. We haven't actually found D yet, so that's A. It's E. There's D. Well, it's a glove now. Look. Ah, here we go. That's why I couldn't find the opening. I mean, that's one way to do it, I suppose. We're just going to take all three of them out of the plastic baggie and put the plastic baggie to one side. Like, I get up on a Saturday morning if I can help it. I mean, fair. That's F. Oh god, I've not heard this in a long time. 21, 16, and 10. Gargoyles ended before I was born. That explains why I never saw... Well, I'm now crumbling to dust live on air. Yeah, I'm kind of the same, Cyborg. Like, unless I've had a really busy day the day before. Keep making me feel old again. Yeah. Yeah. Hobby, you are younger than me. Not that much, Cyborg, so steady on. But no, I watched Gargoyles as a kid when it aired. Gargoyles holds a special place in my heart. In a, I hope this doesn't awaken something in me kind of way. That was the point when I realised I was into goths. 21, 10, 16. My memory is terrible. 21? Okay, maybe don't put the snips in your mouth even if they are covered. Silly me. Don't copy me, folks. Sorry, Torpor. It's just the wrong age for Gargoyles when it came on air. That's fair. Like, I've rewatched it since then because it's available on Disney Plus, and I basically went, I need this in my life. I need to see if it's as good as I remember it being, and I rewatched it and went, this is not as good as I remember it being. This is unadulterated cheese. Where's 10? Oh my god, 10 is tiny! Look at this! They have Gargoyles OCs. Oh, that's awesome! Just rewatching 60s Batman again. 60s Batman is wonderful, but also fucking terrible. Like, I know too much about what went on behind the scenes to be able to appreciate it as just what it is, if you know what I mean. Um, what was I saying? I've completely forgotten. Just completely spaced out for a second there. Nope, it's gone. Like I'm, as you may have guessed, in a fairly positive mood today, and I've got a decent amount of energy, but my brain is just so much mush. I've had a very busy work day, and I've had some rather intense outside of work stuff happening. And now my brain's just like, okay, it's time to stop, but we're doing this now. And that's not a I shouldn't be streaming, I need to sleep. In the slightest, for the record. I'm actually really enjoying streaming. Just not so good with the words. Okay, does it matter which way round I put this? It looks like it does. Based on the instructions, it looks like it goes this way. This appears to be a ball joint. So we're going to get the sandpaper out. I'll get the proper one sorted for you in a second, Kian. It looks like The jukebox has just decided to refuse. Oh no. Majestic and Boney M for Rasputin there, so that is the right one, I think. Let's get that removed from the queue. Search. I take it you want the X-Men theme tune, Kian? This might be the right version. Add to queue. But we're definitely going to add that version in because I know that's a good version. We've got two different Rasputins in there. I take it that was one of you trying to make sure that the right version was added in, so I'll remove the duplicate. Okay. I think I put in the correct version. Okay. Well, yours only has Boney M listed as the contributing artist, so yeah, I think so. Not Rifleman made. Awesome, Prime B. Good on you. Yeah, the so cartoon theme tunes can always be a little bit of a bugger when you're searching for them, Kian, because there's like 50,000 fucking versions of everything. Porthos, I'm taking my shirt off. That's no reason to start jumping about. Come on. Other than to trash everything. Hello, Buff. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. What do you want? Oh! Other than to punch me. Oh! Yeah, he wants to punch. And he's trying to rip my other shirt off. No. Chat don't want to see that, buddy. Oh my god, your breath stinks. You smell like a sewer. I am covered in dog slobber now. Torpor, thank you for the treat for Porthos and the treat for me. Shanus, thank you for the treat for Porthos. Release the bees! I have thrown them out into the hallway for him to hunt for, because I think he's feeling a little bit, what's the word? He's got a bit of cabin fever. It's been raining a lot recently. And he won't go out in the rain, so... the treat for me is a gummy worm. Thank you very much. Streams bugs all the way down. Not the bees, not the bees. Oh god, my eyes. Cyborg said something about a compliment. Got a strange compliment at work today. One of the girls in the office said I smelled amazing. Been using Cocoa body moisturizer. Oh, that makes sense. Also, you smell nice can either be a really nice compliment or just a really weird off-putting compliment, depending on who says it to you and how they say it. Like, I've had people go, you smell really nice, in the past, and gone, okay, I'm not going anywhere near you. But like, ooh, that's a lovely perfume you've got on, or something like that is much less off-putting. You know? I need an adult, yeah, exactly. Okay, so now we take the thingies that we made in the first step and put them into the thingy that we made in the second step. Wiggly, 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 wiggly. Wiggly, wiggly. And now we need J4. I literally smell like a box of Weetos chocolatey hoops. There's nothing wrong with that. Weetos are nice. That's D. That's E. That's F. Oh, these are neat. I suspect, considering they're grey, they're going to be hidden, though. That's A. I'm going to take A out of its plastic packaging, though. G and H. Is it going to be the last one that I pick up? No, not quite the last one. We need this piece. Because of the way this piece is on the sprue, I can't really... Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. So the trick for making sure you don't cause damage to the actual piece is to turn your snips so the flat end is away and just leave a little bit of the sprue on them. Which is not what I did with the other pieces. And then you can either use your snips or you can use a blade. I'm going to use a blade to just cut the excess off. And that should cause less stress to the plastic. It's not always doable. It wasn't doable here. But that's okay. Cyborg, enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. Thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. Enjoy building your bed. If you end up testing it out as soon as you're finished, that is fair and valid. Because, oh my god, after building furniture, I know I need a bloody nap. So I'm using the sandpaper here because this isn't a flat piece. And it's kind of indented. So I can get better results quicker with the sandpaper than I can with the flat file. I remember when I built my first ever plastic model kit, I just snipped all the pieces out with my Citadel snippers and just stuck it together. I didn't even... Nothing got filed, nothing got sanded. Even more hilariously, it was a Christmas present, so, you know. Very much kid on Christmas, just tearing into the present. Want and abandon. Okay, so then this goes in here. But I'm going to have to use the file to tidy at the bottom. Hey, Nikki, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I've literally cut myself on a sprue from ripping Space Marine limbs off the sprue. Yeah, sometimes you get a bit overexcited, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Right, where were we? Yeah, Seamus is right. There is a second way, as Cypher says, to test a new bed out. Pillow fight. Can't think of a single other way you could test a bed. Not at all. You know what? I don't even care if we end up building the rest of this thing tonight. Look how cute this is. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. But it's cute. Actually, I think it might be the head. Like, I think this is the eyes, and then the mouth. I don't know. Maybe it's not. But it's so adorable. It looks like a tiny little robot bug all by itself. Choke slams are another way to test it, yeah? Fair point, fair point. Bouncing on it? Yep. Gotta check that the mattress is nice and firm, right? Okay, so tiny miscellaneous bug part there. And now we need some stuff off of D. We need some stuff off of F and H. Okay. Oh wow, okay, so we've got this step, and then this step. It's a bit of an escalation, don't you think? F4. That's J. That's G and H. We do need something from H. H3. There are two H3s, but it only says to do that once. Oh. Okay, we'll only do it once. As long as everyone consents, what you do to test your bed is your business. Exactly. Reminds me of Forge World instructions. Well, with all the steps actually pictured. Yeah, fucking Forge World instructions, man. There's a reason I still haven't built my Tombstalker. I mean, other than the fact that I'm a horrendous procrastinator. This week on X-Men. I used to love watching the X-Men when I was a kid. Steps are at least numbered. They are. Not only are they numbered, but they're also lettered. Everything is very clearly labelled, and you even have a little picture of what it's supposed to look like when it's done. Forge World putting in instructions, I know, right? To be fair, I had to go searching for the instructions for my Tombstalker. It didn't come with them. Did I just go straight past the thing I need? Perchance. No, I didn't. Okay. I cut that little piece off, which is H3. Now I need F4. Which is this piece. Ah, that's why it says only do it once, even though there's two H3s. Because there's only one F4. Fascinating. I guess that's what the F stands for. Forge World's instructions are photos taken just before heading off to the pub with even less description. With a potato camera. Yeah. Oh, as my mods are indisposed this evening, and that's not a dig at you, mods, please relax this evening. I want you to relax. If the music ever gets to a point where it's too loud or too quiet, just let me know and I'll... Because I can adjust the volume here. And it's not like it's going to be a major issue for me to do that. It's only when I'm speedrunning that I need the mods to do it for me. Every time I listen to this song, I think about what Rasputin was actually like, and it makes me laugh. He was not Russia's greatest love machine. No, you are not modless. We have two mods in chat, but one is lurking. and one is there's the other one. No, we do have mods, but I'm trying to make sure that they're not being overworked. I put a lot on my mods, and I know I do, and I really appreciate all the work they do. He was a weird Siberian monk. He did not smell nice. He was a fucking weird bugger. He was a fucking weird bugger. Yes. The watch never ends, but it does nap. Yes, exactly. And when I'm in a position to be able to do some of the moderation myself, I fucking will. But yeah, Rasputin was odd. Loved an orgy, though most reports suggest that the orgies didn't love him. And the urban legend is that they tried to kill him about 5 different times, and it didn't stick because dark magic. The truth of the matter was they tried to poison him with a normal person amount of poison, and he was such an extreme alcoholic that he'd basically already pickled his insides to the point that the poison didn't work. It would have taken like a horse tranquilizer level of the poison that they used to actually kill him, but they just thought that he was just too powerful for them to be able to poison him. The Rasputin fight scene from that Kingsman film was actually really good. It was. I like the Kingsman films. I appreciate there are certain things within them that are not good. They are bad. But they are decent movies. And I really liked The Kingsman, which is the one you're talking about, Buff. And a lot of people hated it because it was such a departure from the other two, but it was supposed to be. I really enjoyed it. Watched it with my mum. Kingsman changed Stalin to Hitler. Yeah, that's not so good. The Kingsman is such a return to form in quality. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, that is not the piece I need. Oh, I need something else off of F, don't I? Yes, I do. I need these. But yeah, that there are issues with all three films, but I think they are an enjoyable romp. And if you go into them expecting fun action movies that are riffing on traditional spy thrillers, you'll have a good time, I think. Oh dear, that's not so good. See, this is what can happen sometimes when you're trimming stuff off of sprues. It can stress the plastic a little too much, and that's gotten bent. But that's okay. It should be okay once it's attached to its partner. So the first one, and I enjoyed it until certain things near the end. Yeah, that's fair, Frankenstein. Also, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Um, yeah, there are some glaring issues with each of them. But I think overall they can be mighty enjoyable. Yeah, see, now that it's attached to the other half of it, the stress to the plastic on that side is not going to be an issue. We are going to give it a little sand just to try and make it a bit smoother because it's not very smooth there. First saw Kingsman 1 on a plane and thought the dramatic musical sequence, trademark, was censoring for the plane at first. Oh my god. That's amazing. I love that. No, that's one thing that I do find very enjoyable about that first one is the way that that particular scene is played out. Okay, now we get into the lots of pieces that we didn't need before being added to the pieces we've already built section. Good stuff. Good stuff. That's this piece. We need E6, C2, and C1. Okay. We've got some really small pieces here that I'm quite worried about cutting off with the sprue. So we need 2 pieces from C, and I think this may be C. It is! So we'll deal with them in a moment. There we go. We're back in the mid-2000s. God, I hope not. Hello, Rocket. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I am Streamermus Prime. Used to hearing an Optimus Prime monologue before this song. That's fair. I am not. I am used to seeing clips of Neon Genesis Evangelion. 2.22. You cannot undo. I think that's the right one. So I made an Evangelion music video to this song for an AMV competition at a convention I went to when I was in my late teens, early 20s. So this is the Evangelion Linkin Park song for me now, because I spent weeks making that video. So I listened to this over and over and over again for hours at a time. May have been on a bit of a Linkin Park binge entirely because I watched Transformers 1 and got the song stuck in my head. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Linkin Park were good. What, Porthos? Do you not like Linkin Park? It's okay to be wrong sometimes. Actually, we'll use the file for this bit. Okay, I'm applying a little more pressure now, but that's because I've caused a bit more damage to this one. Okay, so I put this in. This is the Power Glove cover of the X-Men theme tune. Power Glove, really fucking good band. I love them. Okay. So let's have a look at the picture and see if I can figure this shit out. Okay, so that must be C2, I think. Yeah. I think, yeah, that goes there. Like that. Oh boy, this is confusing. This is a really complicated step. So, see if I can... so you folks can still see it whilst I'm trying to figure shit out. Which is now a book holder. Okay. So it goes loopy bit at the top. And that goes... Oh. Okay, so this piece can come out for now because we know where it goes. And I need to figure this bit out. It looks like it goes like this. Maybe the other way around. That feels so precarious right now. Okay, that looks right though. And then this goes... Oh, that can't be right. Oh, this must go here. Yeah. Oh. I dropped it. This is really difficult. I don't dare tilt the piece in case the bit that falls out, the bit that's already in there falls out again. Sorry. I love the power glove, it's so bad. It is. Oh, thank you for the treat for Porthos hands. He's gone to sulk in the hallway. Which is a very Porthos thing to do. Oh, he heard the jar. Ready? He dropped it. And now he can't find it. Like, I chucked it basically directly into his mouth, and his mouth was open, and he let it fall out of his mouth, and now he can't find it. My dog, everyone. Is he sulking because he said he was wrong about music? No, he's sulking because he wants to play. And I'm building a bug. Okay, so this piece goes here. Ah, like that. That's why it fell out last time. Because it only clips in one way round. Oh, this is getting full now. And then this piece goes there. And I'm just going to balance it really precariously whilst I get the... Ooh. Shit. It fell out. No. Oh no. So did that. Fuck. This is difficult. Is backseat building allowed? I prefer no backseating full stop, but if you have a suggestion that will make this easier, then go for it. Because, oh my god, this is not easy. I mean, if I was just building it by myself and not, like, on camera, I'd just have it on the desk. So there wouldn't be anywhere for anything to fall to. But then you can't see what I'm doing. Fuck. Okay, no, I'm just gonna put it on the desk. Sorry, folks. Hang on. No. There you go. Solution, develop telekinesis. Yeah. Be an octopus. See, this bit here does not seem to fit. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna take that piece out and see if I can force this piece in a bit more. No, doesn't look like it. Oh, I can pop it apart though. I broke it. Just pull the entire thing apart and start again. Oh, what happened? Did we have a problem again? Ah, you don't need to do SR and the jukebox request at the same time. That'll just break it. If you use exclamation mark SR, just okay. That had to have been an accident. You've redeemed 2 jukebox requests, and one of them was thanking Prime B. Yeah, you can either use SR or you can use the redemption. You only have 3 of the redemptions, but as a VIP, you have unfettered access to the SR command, and it's free. Hilariously, it put thank you for the music in when you said thank you to Prime B, which is apt. You know what, we'll leave that in. But yeah, you don't need to do SR if you're redeeming it as a channel point redemption. Let's get that out of the queue. There we go. Should not be doing this after the shampoo, still lightheaded. Are you okay? I've not come across a shampoo that I've not come across a shampoo that makes people lightheaded. Are you alright? Cold water's not working. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's rough. Sorry to hear that. I hope it gets fixed soon. Because that means you're just stuck with whatever temperature comes out of the shower, isn't it? Which will get progressively hotter. Oh, wow. I wonder if the Christopher Lloyd version of this is on Spotify. It's probably not. Oh, thank you, by the way, Rocket, for what you did with the song request, because that's an improvement I can add into my bot. Oh, and I actually got a response from the creator of the old jukebox bot, the one that I didn't build. They fixed the problem that was causing your links not to work. And they fixed it really quickly after I pointed it out to them as well. I've not tested to see whether it's actually fixed the problem, because we have a new bot now. But, yeah. Okay, that piece needs to go in last. And I need to hold on to it. so difficult. It's so fiddly. I can see why they suggest having tweezers on hand for the assembly, but it would not help here. The pot's racism was solved, indeed. I went and looked at the code behind the bot, and I found out what the problem was, but as it wasn't mine, and I figured other people might end up having the same issue, I didn't want to go and fix it myself. And it only be fixed for me. What it was the way the bot was checking for a Spotify link was by searching for a specific string that you get in a Spotify link. But that specific string didn't also recognize things in between that string and the ID of the track that is part of the link at the end of the is the bit at the end of the link. So because of where the region code in the URLs you were posting was, the bot was going, this is a request based on a text search string instead of based on a URL, and it was just finding whatever the fuck it could with that information instead of going to the link. Which was the first thing I made sure to take account of in my bot when I added the URL command, which is why it doesn't output anything when you request a URL, but it does accept region adjusted URLs. And a big part of that was that, not just for your sake, Rocket, but for everybody's sake in chat, I wanted the bot to be, jukebox bot, to be as robust as possible. And if I built my own, I can change it whenever I like. I can add to it, I can improve it, I can do whatever. Fuck. That piece has moved. Everything else is where it needs to be. That piece has moved. This is so difficult. And now I've got to take it apart. Ah. Okay, let's try again. I'm this close to just sticking some blue tack in here to keep everything in place. Okay, third time's the charm, right? This is definitely the third time. No, pen's too fat. That'll do. No. I'm just gonna have to hold this in place and hope for the best. Who's counting? Well, I'm not at this point. Stay. Shit. Fuck. Okay, that's not gonna work. Every time they click into place, I'm like, okay, that one's safe now, and then it falls out. Okay. I'm gonna try not to touch that end. Damn it. Okay. Okay. Okay, now my plan, such that it is to try and... There we go. That's my plan. Yes! There we fucking go! Everything's where it's supposed to be! That should not have been that hard. That was so difficult to juggle. Oof. That was difficult. Like, I knew, just looking at that particular instruction step, it was going to be rough, but I didn't realise quite how rough it was going to be. But we got there, we did it, and it only took some time. We're an hour and a quarter into the stream, and we have completed 4 whole steps, and I forgot that I'd... Oops. Sorry, ma'am. Just leave her there. I forgot she was holding the book up. I forgot that I accidentally had to pull this. Well, I didn't accidentally. I had to pull that off. To, There we go. Okay. Everything is where it's supposed to be now. I'm gonna turn the light down a little bit, I think. No, turn it up and bring it closer. That's better. Daylight's disappearing slowly, so... Make sure everything's clipped in nice and safe and secure. I think we're good. Okay, let's move on. Oh my god, I could have just looked at this picture when I was trying to figure out where everything went, but whatever. We're there now. See? Okay. Oh my god. What am I building? I will show you. I am building this. This boog. This is very cute. Shayna's bought me this as a nice little surprise. It was a wonderful surprise that I received yesterday, and I am very, very excited about building it, even if it is difficult. It is a mechanical beetle. It's halfway between being a bug and being a robot, and this makes me very happy. So we need some stuff from G and some stuff from D. That's E. These here. We need... Oh, we also need some stuff from A. So I'll get that as well. It's F. This is A. Look. I'm wondering if it's the same size as it is on the box. That's a good question. Okay, we've got a little bit of a view of the innards here. No, this isn't going to work. No, it's a little smaller than it is on the box. But not by much. Face claw! Yes. Stag beetles and rhino beetles are cool. All beetles are cool. Guts! Indeed. What do we need from A? A8? Ah, here. So we need A8 and we need A7. Because we've got to... By the looks of things, when it says opposite, that means that you've got to do the same thing on the opposite side with different pieces. No worries, hands. I'm sorry to hear that the doggo has been naughty. Heracross is still a favourite Pokemon of mine. Good taste, Kian. My favourite Pokemon is Shedinja. Because not only is it a bug, but it is also a ghost. Also from the competitive Pokemon scene, it sounds like it's actually a pretty decent Pokemon if you get the right IVs on it. G was the other piece I needed. We need 2 and 3, which are these 2 pieces. So we'll do that first. Only certain moves can hit it, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that sounds about right. With it being a ghost Pokemon and a bug Pokemon, yeah. It's also very pretty. And a very, very clever design for Pokemon, I think. For those that don't know, Shedinja is the reanimated husk of a cicada. So a ghost just like hermit crabs its way into this cicada husk and turns it into a Pokemon, and I fucking love that. Consider Dunsparce. Now, I don't know whether that was an intentional additional dun there or not. Dunsparce is cute. It is. Okay, cool. Does that mean that the follow-up for that should be Dunsparce? Dunsparce has an evolution now? When the fuck did that happen? Just has an extra... Oh my god. That's amazing. Ah, right, okay. I have not played Scarlet and Violet. I didn't bother buying them. It's the first time I haven't bought a Pokemon game in a very long fucking time. I've gone out of my Pokemon phase, as it were. Which isn't the right way to describe that, but I think folks will understand what I mean. Um, hmm, interesting. There we go. Just didn't want to go on. One of my faves is Magnetron. Really? Given there's a couple of Pokolutions which are just three of them stuck together. Magneton, for example. Yeah, yeah. Not played enough of those games. I put it down after barely playing it. Fair. Like there's some really clever ideas that go into the designs of Pokemon and their evolutions. Like I love the idea that Pokemon have gone, safety in numbers, and that's technically an evolution, even though it's just multiple Pokemon hanging out together. I love the evolutions which are just slap more together. It's amusing that it's it's basically a world where they don't understand that these Pokemon are just sort of hanging out together. And they must explain it as an evolution of the Pokemon rather than just as a large group of them that are hanging out together for safety. I like the idea that Dog Trio is three super buff guys hugging. I do too. Okay, so for some weird and wonderful reason, as much as the bottom half seems to have connected very nicely there, the top half hasn't. I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. Oh, Mod Hell, thank you for the posture check. Ow! Mod Hell, thank you for the Meat Mecha maintenance, and enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. I appreciate that you popped your head in to make sure I take care of myself. And everyone in chat, please, if you are in a position to do so and haven't done in a while, I encourage you to join in with the Meat Mecha maintenance. Have a little sip, check that you're not shrimping too much. Maybe even have a little stretch. Oh, yeah, my elbows needed that. Yeah, I hope you're doing okay today, Martel, and I hope your time in the Lurkers Lounge is good. There we go. Much better. Teeth. Nature's clamps. So that's that bit done. Now we need A8. Ooh, dropped it. Social battery is very dead, so I had to do a drive-by streamer maintenance. You do not need to apologise for that at all, Modhail. I'm sorry to hear that your social battery's been drained, and I hope you're able to recharge it a little bit in the Lurkers Lounge. Or wherever else you end up being. Because if you need to rest, you go rest, friend. You need to be here. Plenty of times to watch the weirdo on the internet another time. Playing Stellaris and there's a horrendous alien race, all biped and made of meat. Ugh. Ugh. They sound horrible. Ugh. Organics. I know, right? When I play Stellaris, I play as the plant people. Usually as the mushroom people specifically, and I make a mushroom cult. I'm very predictable. So this goes here. Opposite A7. I'm an assimilator with lithoid-based species. Just found humans, whatever they are. Ugh, they sound awful. I play machines as I despise consumer goods and food requirements. That's fair, Kian. Which sounds best, gnome shroom or mush gnome? Depends on what it's for. Are we talking about um for the name of a species or oh, it's gone. That flew off into the distance. There we go. Oh, that stressed the plastic a bit more than I expected it would. You're all gross. Hey, Gibraltar, welcome in. Yes, we are. I hope you're doing well today, Gibraltar. I'll see if I can. I've got some. And you're made of meat, hobby. I am aware I'm made of meat, and there isn't a day that goes by that I didn't wish I wasn't. Gibraltar. You can often find me cursing this blasted meat mecha that I've been cursed with. Okay, so we need D17 and D19. I thought that tiny piece of plastic was a tiny piece of chocolate then, and my brain was like, eat it. I'm really glad that I realised what it was before I tried to put it in my mouth, because that could have been bad. Hilarious for you folks. Not so great for me. I think I might be hungry. Okay, so D19 is here. D17 is... yeah. Yeah, if I could go full Ghost in the Shell, have a mechanical body with my human brain in it, as it were, I totally fucking would. Ah. Only person we like to see suffer on these streams is George Stobbart. Sir George Stobbart, yep. Sir George Stobbart. I'm so glad that he hasn't mentioned the fact that he got knighted yet. I think even the devs feel guilty about that one. Okay, that's not gone quite where it needs to be. The main character of the Broken Sword games, Gibraltar. Okay, we're going to try and use the tweezers to fix this. Nope. Plan B. Push it out. Try again. So there's a little thing here that basically says you've got to try and line the bends up. Night night, Cypher. Take care. It's been lovely to have you here. Doggo has realised I'm still a little angry with her and was hiding under the table and giving me a guilty look. Oh, bless her. See, when Porthos does something bad, like, I'll be annoyed with him and I'll tell him off at the time that he does it, and then I have to try really hard not to just be perpetually annoyed at him after the fact. Because, otherwise he'll just think I'm angry at him for no reason. Dogs don't have particularly good memories, from what I've been told. We had a dog trainer for a while. There we go. Ah, that's why you have to match them up. And I guess I didn't do a very good job. Is it back off? Yeah, I can. Okay, so I'm actually going to try doing this a different way around. It's not the fact that she peed inside, it's the fact that she peed on my bedroom floor because she was annoyed with me not taking her for walkies. Oh, that's rough. No pun intended, seeing as we're talking about a dog. There we go. Okay, no, tweezers are a bad plan for this. Is that the right way? No, it's the wrong side. Ooh. Okay, maybe it won't work like this. There we go. So if I put that on first, and then put this on, I'm only trying to line up one piece at a time, which seems like a smarter plan. Yeah, there you go, look. Nice and smooth. Not quite what the instructions say to do. Would you mind if I asked you some advice? Is that a you want to give me some advice or you want to ask me a question? Because I'm perfectly happy to answer questions, and if the advice that and if it's that you want to give me some advice, then sure, I guess. Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'm always happy to try and help where I can. Very clearly knows it's bad and has done so in the past. Just peed on the floor half a meter next to the open door on a sunny day just to protest. Wow. That's rough. That's really rough. Uh, 17 and 19 as long as we've done this. We need 18 and 20 now for the other side. Yeah, go ahead, Gibraltar. Same goes for anyone else. If you ever want to ask me something, if you want some advice on something, if it's something I can advise on, I will. Can't guarantee I'll be able to, but I'll certainly try. And if I can't do it myself, I may even know someone who can help. That wasn't quite clicked in. Okay. I'm gonna sand this down before. Bloody hell. Sorry, one of my group chats with my friends on WhatsApp is just going wild, and my watch keeps buzzing. Keep looking at it, going, "Oh shit, what's going on? Is everything okay?" Everything's fine. Friends are just feeling chatty tonight. I'm glad that Porthos doesn't do things like that. To be honest, when he's protesting, he just pisses Slow off. Doesn't piss me off. He's always good to me. Very attractive lady at my work made a pass at me. I'm not sure how you proceed as the age gap between us is significant. Okay. Is the age gap between the two of you significant enough that it makes you uncomfortable, Gibraltar? Because if you're both at work, then I think it's safe for me to assume that you are both of consenting age, shall we say? Oh, Slow's awake. We are, but I'm more than 10 years older than she is. Okay. So, my grandparents had 13 years age difference between them. I say had because sadly my grandfather has passed away. But they were very, very happy together for very many years. If you like the very attractive lady and the age gap doesn't make you uncomfortable, can't hurt to try as long as there you go. As long as it's not going to cause any issues for you at work, should you both decide that it's not for you, I see no reason why you shouldn't take her up on her offer. She clearly likes you. And if you like her, then why the fuck not? I'm not trying to be the creepy old man here. Gibraltar. She started it. In all seriousness, if it's a concern because of the age gap, then don't do it. Because at the end of the day, you'll spend all of your time worrying about the age gap and you won't be able to enjoy each other's company. But if it doesn't bother you all that much and you're more concerned about how it's going to look to other people, bollocks to other people. She's made a pass at you. Can't hurt to go out for a drink or a bite to eat or something and see if you hit it off. And if you don't hit it off, so be it. As long as it's not a position of power or work related conflict, too. Yeah, exactly. So you work in different departments, so there's nothing to worry about there. Yeah. Like, literally, the only thing I can see being an issue is other people perceiving it as something. And, like I said, bollocks to other people. Life is too short to worry about how other people see you. And it's very hypocritical of me to say that because I do get upset when people use the wrong pronouns for me. But at the same time, I don't give a shit what people think about me other than that. How do you know if somebody is trying to flirt with you? Apparently, somebody tried to flirt with me once and I never knew. I'll be honest with you, Hans, I have no fucking idea. um, I don't even know how I bagged slow, frankly. No, that's a lie. I know exactly how I bagged slow. Um, our friend pointed out that we liked each other um, because neither of us could tell that we liked each other. But yeah, you have the entirety of the retro raccoon community on your side, Gibraltar. Body language helps. Yeah, I've never been very good at reading body language either. Herd of squigs, clearly. Okay, so that's those two pieces done. And now we've got another complicated looking one, which makes me very nervous. What does this mean? Can anybody hazard a guess as to what that means? There you go. It's not a symbol I've come across before, and I don't think there's a key. Oh, there is. Oh, same for both sides. I never would have figured that out. Because, like, hang on. Didn't we have a... I guess we didn't. I thought we had another bit where we had to do the same thing on both sides, but I guess not. Helps to bounce ideas around. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes community sourced advice is the best thing in a situation like this, and I hope that we've been able to help you there. The art of building instructions is very rarely mastered. Fucking tell me about it, Hans. Okay, so So we need 3 pieces, well, technically 6 pieces from E and 2 pieces from H. That's D, F, E. There's E. And H. That's A. That's H. You know what? H and G, I think it is, yeah, are stuck together. So I'm actually gonna... No, I'm not. I'm gonna do it this way instead. I'm gonna separate the 2 sprues. For my own sake. There we go. Don't have enough desk space for that. Oh, hey, time for mecha. Indeed. H and E was all we needed this one for this one. I'm gonna try and prop the book up again so you folks can see the instruction. There we go. Close enough. Okay, so we need E10. Piece goes this way. Oh, I tell you what. Before I do, I'm going to add something to the queue. If I can find it. If I can type it. That's not what I want. That's looking suspiciously like a no. Ah, well, that's close enough. Welcome back, Cyborg. Bedroom is now 100% assembled to be lived in. Tomorrow is sorting out the rails and shelves and the wardrobe. I finally have a bed again. Congratulations. A fantastic feeling, that is. Slow and I were going to get a new bed when we moved in here, but things have not worked out so that we can do that, unfortunately. So maybe in the future. Oh, yeah, fucker, these are the really small bits. Oh, God. Suddenly feeling very anxious. Very anxious. Because we need that tiny piece. These are fixed to the sprue in the stupidest way possible. There we go. So this is E10. And E11 is here and is needed for the other side. It must have got snipped off by accident or broken off it on its own. No, that can't be right. Ah. No, that doesn't make sense. Oh, I think I need to put something else in place first. That's why. I need H1. Of which there are 2. Need to get Brody a new bed. Apparently it collapsed today, to be honest. It was falling apart anyway. Oof, that's rough though. I hope you're able to help Brody get a nice comfy new bed soon. Stay. Oh yeah. That's not too bad, is it? I mean, you can see about as much as I can of that instruction there because it is just a mess of arrows and things. Where does this go? Oh. Oh, that was mean, guys. That piece there, that doesn't need to be there. That's not part of the actual piece. How the fuck am I supposed to get it out? There we go. So that goes in here. I guess this is the point when you'd need tweezers, really. Because I'm really struggling. Hey, Graf, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Okay, no, that needs filing. Thank you for your lovely comment on my work in progress shots of my pixel art earlier, by the way, Graf. Very kind. Unpacking and I want to throw myself out a window. Oh, bless you. Is that back from college or back at college? Or university? I should... I always forget. Is it college when you're... for Americans that we call university? Or am I confused there? There we go. Yeah, I'm doing alright, thank you very much, Graf. Okay, so that didn't actually make anything any easier for this piece. But I'm glad I did that first, because this needs to go in here. Ooh. Yeah, now I know the tweezers. Back from uni. Ah, you've actually graduated. Oh, congratulations. I did not see your graduation hat thingy, as Cyborg has put it. Yeah, congratulations. All done now. It seems like only yesterday you went. To me, anyway, but my concept of time is terrible. This does not want to go in its assigned space. Yeah, go for it. By all means. You are a trusted member of this community and therefore can post links. For anyone going, how did this get in the playlist? This is the track I was putting in. Not the version I wanted, but close enough. It is Thinker. I wanted the one, the version from, I think it's the For Answer soundtrack. But it's the Goodbye Thinker version rather than just Thinker. Let's have a look. Oh, wow, Graf. That's beautiful. We're going to retweet that. That's lovely. Oh, you've made such a good job of it. That's beautiful. And congratulations again. Oh. 4A does not have Thinker 4 does, though. Okay, so there's a specific Armored Core 4 album that isn't the main, like, Armored Core 4 soundtrack that has a version of Thinker on it, which is my absolute favourite bit of Armored Core music, and I cannot for the fucking life of me remember the name of the album. I know what the artwork for it looks like, which is how I knew this was the wrong version, but it would do. Um, yeah, Slow is a big Armored Core fan. Um, so I was exposed to all of the music after we got together. There we go. Finally managed to get that fiddly little piece into its spot. Sort of. There we go. Wow, this thing is so complicated. 4A is so good. Need to complete it soon. There's a new one coming out soon, isn't there? Excited for Armored Core 6. There we go. Yeah, Slow is as well. He's really hoping it doesn't get fucked up. Okay. E2. I think for the little piece that I just did on the other side, I'll do that before I do the bit from H. Ooh, shush dummy. That's why I need to complete 4A. Yeah, fair. One thing I've always really liked about like Japanese game franchises is that it's so common for them to release like cover albums isn't the right word, but like special albums that have alternate versions of the most popular tracks from the games. Um like the Ace Attorney games got Turnabout Jazz Soul and oh, what was the other one? So there was Turnabout Jazz Soul, there was Turnabout Classical, and there was Cadenza, which was basically like Turnabout High Energy, for want of a better description. Armored Core's got one, at least one, probably more. And I'm sure plenty of others do as well. Like there's a lot of upon the third. Um, special albums as well that are nothing to do with the actual soundtrack. They're their own special things, which I'm sure Rocket knows plenty about. Armored Core has multiple albums, yeah. But it's just nice that there's so many different versions of the music that are officially available, as it were. Really opening it up to more than just people that play the game and love the game music, as it were. Which is certainly what happened with me in that particular Armored Core album. Because I will probably never play Armored Core, because I would be bad at it. Okay. I think... Oh, we've got one more piece to put on this side, and then we need to do the same on the other side. Let's get in there. Just as a heads up, Graph, your track has gone into the queue, I believe. Oh no, it's a YouTube one, never mind. Spotify only, I'm afraid. Also, you can't do SR because you're not a VIP, but you can request via a channel point redemption, and that doesn't have to be a URL. You can do what Rocket's done there. Okay, what the fuck? Why has it done it this time? I don't think you need the dash. That might be what's caused it. That's another thing I can add to my list to fix. Because I know it filters for commas. I don't know if it filters for dashes at the moment, so I can fix that. I really appreciate you stress testing this for me, Rocket. I know you're not doing it on purpose. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't like the dash. Yeah, I really appreciate you stress testing it, even if it's not intentional, because it's just more and more things that I can build into the bot to fix it, to make it more robust for the future. And don't worry, Graph, eventually there will be an option to add YouTube. It's just that that's going to take me a long, long time to learn how to do. Have I had a chance to try Shadow of Doubt yet? No, I have not, Cyborg. No, I have not. The one occasion, I think I found the version of Thinker that you want. Oh, really? On Spotify or on YouTube? Stranger of Paradise? No, I've not had time for that either. I've not had time for basically anything that isn't on stream, other than like the one game that I've been playing off stream. Gotta kill chaos. I know, I know. Um, yeah, I'm trying to be better about balancing my time outside of work and streams and actually doing things with my evening. But frankly, what I spend most of my non-stream evenings doing is working on things for the stream, much to Slow's dismay. Like building the jukebox bot, learning how to program so I could build the jukebox bot. Cool, thank you, Graph. Where did you send it? Discord, Twitter? Discord. Found it. It could be that one. I've got the album knocking about on my PC somewhere. We've done that bit. We'll do this before we do anything else. Okay, that was a much easier way of getting that into place. First try. Missing something. Sorry, I'm just reading through what it's actually put into the jukebox. Looks like it's grabbed the same track twice. Let me Are you trying for the same track both times? Yes, you are. Copy. Search. Paste. There it is. I wonder if that's because Ono's name is actually in Japanese for that one specific track. I've added it in. It's so finicky. But I'll keep the other track that's gone in as well and just remove the duplicate. Remove from queue. There we go. Yeah, that'll be what it is by the looks. So, one of them is listed as being by Yuji Ono, and the other one is listed as being by Yuji Ono, but in Japanese. So it went for the one that was listed by the artist that you were searching for, rather than that's a Spotify problem more than anything else, because it's seeing them as two separate artists, even though they're the same person. Don't think there's anything I can do to program for that. This feels very much like the time that I found out that there was an author on Apple Books who had the same name as me, and I was writing poetry, and they were writing porn. Based on the reviews, it wasn't very good porn either, but because of the way Apple Books works, it was seeing us both as the same person, and there was no way for me to prove that I was a separate person to the person writing the books. The anti-Chuck tingle, indeed. So yeah, my poetry books that were on Apple Books were always going to be just listed as being by the same person that wrote this terrible erotica. And, like, I don't think my poetry's that good, but I'd like it to be judged on its own merits rather than on somebody else's. Imagine the glorious artsy smut you could have made with your powers combined. Nah, I'm good, thanks. Image album, thank you, Torpor. Yes, that is exactly what I was thinking of. Okay, so that's those two pieces in, and now we need E3. We don't need E3. It died for a reason. Sorry. I couldn't help myself. I saw an opportunity to make a joke, and I took it. I'm sure some people are very sad that E3 is. Oh no, it's fine, Torpor. It's fine. I appreciate that you retained the information and passed it over to me when you had the opportunity to. Yo, I am far too clumsy for a figurine with this many tiny pieces. Something is going to get lost eventually. Oh no. It's a tiny piece of plastic stuck to my thumb. Replayed Jak 2 today. A lot more terrorism. The amount of drive-bys in Haven City keeps increasing. Oh my. I'll be honest, I don't know very much about Jak 2. I know a fair bit about Jak 1. By which I, of course, mean Jak and Daxter. Okay, we're using nature's clamps again. And it's in. Okay. Have I missed anything? E5. I have. Did I do E5 on this side? I did not. Oh, that's why. Look how fucking small they are. Have you not experienced the tonal shift? No, I have not. I am going to say this now as a reminder for everybody in chat. I didn't have a PlayStation 2 until the Xbox 360 had already come out. My PlayStation 2 experience, my PlayStation 1 experience, in fact, is very limited. I have the Jack games, I have the Ratchet and Clank games, I have all the Sly Coopers, but I have not yet played any of them because I don't have the time. But when they came out, I didn't have access to a console that could play them. All I had was a Sega Mega Drive. So for the first sort of 15 years, yeah, for the first 15 years of my life, all I had was like Sonic 2, Tasmania, and a handful of other Mega Drive games. That was all I had access to. So don't be surprised when I go, I have not played this PlayStation 2 exclusive. Because I just haven't had access to them until I was. I've not had access to anything that could play those games until more recently. I'll get round to them eventually. Eventually. I have a long list of games to play, and I spend most of my gaming time live now. But as I was saying earlier, and I don't think I ever actually finished saying, I am trying to balance my time more effectively because I tend to spend all of my time off stream when I'm not working doing things for the stream. Be that like building the bot and stuff like that, or setting things up for the watch party that's happening at the weekend. For anyone that wasn't here when that was initially discussed and isn't a member of the Discord, we are, at the community's request, doing a Eurovision watch party Saturday, 8 p.m. UK time until midnight UK time. There will be bingo, sweepstakes, and a drinking game running in the Discord for those that want to partake in games. There's also going to be open comms, so I'm just going to be sitting in a Discord call on the Discord server, and people can hop in and join the commentary, etc. if they want to. They don't have to if they don't want. But yeah, so that's all going to be happening on Saturday. So I miss watching Eurovision. Well, feel free to come and join us at the watch party because we'll be watching it on stream. Yeah. So I've been spending time setting that up over the last few days, including building a sweepstakes bot in Discord. I've never built a Discord bot before. It took me 4 hours not only to learn how to do it, but to get it to work properly. But once we've got all of the entrants that are going to be in the finals, you'll be able to enter the sweepstakes manually by yourself without me having to do anything. Just in the Discord. Because I built this bot. It wasn't strictly necessary, but I thought it'd make things easier for folks and it'd be fun. So I spend all my time doing stuff like that when I'm not streaming. Instead of reading books, doing art, playing video games that aren't for stream. And I'm trying to be better about actually allotting time for myself. And this is a PSA for all of you. Make time for you. I haven't recently, and it's been very bad for my mental and physical health. Don't be like me, folks. Make sure you're making time for you. It's important. You are important. Um, so I'm trying to be better about that. Where the fuck does this go? Oh, I see. Or do I? No, I do not see. I'm looking at the little picture here, trying to figure out where this tiny ass fucking piece goes. And I'm just like, I can't. Ah, that's why I can't see it. If I turn the head this way, then I can see the other little hole. That was my problem. Ah, this is so difficult. Kian, that's okay. You do not need to apologize for not chatting. Lurking is just as appreciated as chatting is in this channel, and more importantly, taking care of yourself, however that may take form, is the most important and most appreciated thing of all. If you need to duck out, you duck out. But never ever apologize for being quiet in a stream. You owe me and every other streamer on this platform fuck all. Never forget that. You don't need to apologise for being late, because there's no such thing. You don't need to apologise for being too quiet, because there is no such thing. The fact that you hang out here at all, let alone when you're not feeling great, is honestly so utterly humbling. And I really do appreciate it. No such thing as caring for others or selfishness, only self love and self care. I agree with you up to a point there, Amelia. Also, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. The difference between selfishness and self care is selfishness is when you put your wants above others' needs. Self care is when you put your needs above other people. And it's needs that's the important thing there. It is perfectly possible to be selfish. There are plenty of people out there that can prove that on every day of the week. But you need to look after yourself first and foremost. Used to watch it every year when I lived in Germany. Ah, right. And I don't think that science sound actually played, did it? I certainly didn't hear it. So I'll give you a refund for that. We'll pause redemptions until I can figure out why it didn't make any noise. That one I think is still linked up to Triggerfire, so it might just be that Triggerfire shat itself again. This is another reason I spend most of my off-stream time fixing stuff for the stream, because, you know, halfway through migrating everything over to a new bot. And until I've done that, there's going to be things like this that happen. But I need to start making sure that I'm putting time aside for me. Even if it's not a lot of time, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, but time to do a thing that is for me, not for anybody else, just for me. A little bit of decompression. Okay. Okay, so what we need to do this time Does it play? The track you've requested, it will do. It's in the queue. There are 2 other tracks before yours. Yeah, other people got there first. You just have to be patient. Hmm. Let's check which way around it is on this side. There we go. Should be like that, I think. God, this piece is so small. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Well, we're getting there. Is that all of the pieces from that step? I feel like I've missed something, but it doesn't look like I have. No, okay, I think we're good. Hello, Waffle, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Waffle, everybody, has been playing The Wolf Among Us for the first time. Some of you will remember when I played that on stream. It's been really, really nice watching Waffle puzzling things out and sassing the characters, frankly. So glad I actually solved the murders. Good on you. Like, I was doing like a big old lurk because I was working, but when you correctly figured out who'd done it, and you were like, "Yes, I called it. I was right." It made me so happy. The joy in your voice was great. Found the clip of Gaimon almost committing seppuku because he lost a slot machine. Oof. Glad he didn't do that. Brothers of Metal are okay as far as I know. Brothers of Metal. Getting rather tired of needing to do extensive background checks into the creators every time I find a new historical Nordic YouTuber, creator, musician, band. For once, I'd just like to enjoy something new without needing to vet for bigots. That's fair, Modhale. It's really difficult in the historical space from what Slow's told me, and the tanks space. Fishing smokes, then it just clicked. Yeah, that's fair. Um, apparently, oh, Amelia, thank you for the treat for me. Apparently, Tex. No sound with hydrate either. Huh. The treat for me is a little blue dolphin. Thank you. And I will hydrate. Yeah, I think hydrate's still attached to trigger fire as well, so I think trigger fire just shat itself. And this is why I like the fact that I'm moving everything to StreamerBot. Because I have more control over it. So shit like this won't happen anymore. So annoying. It is shite, yeah. Like, the worst thing about Trigger Fire specifically is I'm actually a member of the Discord for it. Because I was having so many issues with it, I thought, I can't be the only one. I'll join the Discord and have a chat with everybody there. And maybe we can have a chat with the dev. because normally on Discords like that, the dev is fairly active. And one of the moderators for the Discord had posted, like, a couple of days after I joined, into the help section, "I'm really sorry, but I can't reach the dev. They're not responding to messages anywhere. And they've not been online on Discord for 4 months. I'm really sorry, everyone. I'm trying so hard to get in touch with them so that they can come and help you with some of these issues. But they're not responding." And yeah, they've gone completely AWOL. Nobody knows where they are. Nobody can get in touch with them. So even if this is a problem with Triggerfire, which has a Patreon for the record, people are paying into it every month. Just no support. Emma Bunton is trans positive. Good. We like Emma. To be fair, I'd expect most of the Spice Girls are probably fairly trans positive. I can only think of one that might not be, to be honest with you. But you'd expect, considering their background and what started them off as a band in the first place, that they'd be pretty chill people. Spice Girls were an extremely popular pop band back in the 90s, Amelia. Anybody else in chat who is about to make us all feel absolutely fucking ancient? I used to love the Spice Girls when I was a kid. They were on the radio all the time. It's a really good trash theory on them. Oh. It fucking feels like it sometimes, Amelia. Honestly. Feel ancient? I've been prehistoric for aeons. Fair enough, Waffle. You carry it well. Technically it is, yeah. Ugh, that's a horrible thought. Trash Theory did a deep dive on their founding and feminism. Really, Nikki? I would love to check that out. Is that on YouTube? If so, I'll have a look. Okay. Oh, we've got another complicated one with lots of parts. Cool, Nikki. Thank you very much for alerting me to the existence of that. I'll have a look. It's called Mayo and Lemon Baps. No, I'm good, thank you. I am not a piece of haddock. F3 and H2 we need. There's H2. We've got two H2s. We have to do this twice. Where are my snips? Yeah. Wallace and Gromit main theme from Wallace and Gromit. Really? You don't say. Oh, no, I'm with you, Amelia. I mean, it's not the only currency that matters because I buy things from, well, I used to buy things from overseas before what happened. So, you know, the yen, the dollar, they are also important. Also, I get paid in dollars from Twitch, so I suppose I should care about dollars, shouldn't I? So are you Tintin then? It's funny you should say that, Waffle. We actually have on the merch store Hobbies Adventures of Tantan, because when I was working at one of my old jobs, one of my teammates would go, "Tan, Tan. Hobbies Adventures of Tantan." And it worked out that he was actually a graphic designer in his spare time, so when I'd got a bit of money, I went, "Make me into Tintin then." So I have this really cute piece of art that you can get on like t-shirts and book covers and cushions and shit of me and Porthos as Snowy. There's Porthos, for anyone that didn't already know what he looked like. With the little squig that was the original Tantan, like Tintin, but less racist. I'd hope so, yes. Yeah, and with the little squig that used to be the mascot of the channel when I first started on there as well. And I absolutely adore it. It's one of my favourite bits of art that I have on any of the merch. Oh yeah, same Amelia. The problem is a lot of things from back in the day, as it were, are at least a little bit racist. It's unfortunate, but it's the way things are. F3. Need F3. I actually need the other H2 as well. So we'll do that first. Cyborg says bless you, Slow. Looking at you, Mr. Lovecraft, Ms. Blyton. Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Someone's been taking his toys into the bedroom.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
He wants you to play with him. Managed to beat the Apprentice Necromancer boss in Darkest Dungeon with no casualties. Oh my god, Buff, congratulations. I'm looking for more point-and-click mystery games. Do you have any tips? Oh boy, do I, Waffle. Okay, so there is Darkside Detective. There is Inspector Waffles, which feels very appropriate for you. There is not as point and clicky, it's more of a visual novel kind of thing, but there is Tron Identity, which only came out last month, but is fairly cheap. It's 15 quid in the UK, so I don't know what that would be in your local currency. Ah, so the thing about the gay character there, Amelia, is that the gay character wasn't gay in the book. The gay character was made gay retroactively by the writer. It's only stated as such outside of the books exactly, as Nikki says there. The Harry Potter books are absolutely rife with anti-Semitism, transphobia, all sorts of horrid stuff, unfortunately. The Wallace and Gromit point and clicks. The Wallace and Gromit point and clicks are great, but I know Waffle is not a big fan of the Telltale approach to point and click adventure games. I really like the Wallace and Gromit point and click adventure games. I think they're a lot of fun. Of course, there's Grim Fandango. How could I forget Grim Fandango? A wonderful, delightful, fairly funny noir kind of adventure with one of the greatest point and click adventure dev teams behind it. That's completely fair, Rocket. What's this? Chickens taste in women. I am going to enjoy that later. Halo, thank you for the treat for me. And welcome in. I hope you're doing well. It is a swirly fish. Thank you. What am I working on? I will show you. I will show you the finished product. I'm building a bug. And it will be beautiful. but it's so complicated. But yes, I'm very excited. Thank you again to Shanus for sending me this. I didn't know he was going to, and I really appreciate it. Yes, beetle friend. We love bugs here. Of all varieties. It is really cool, isn't it, Halo? So this is how far we've got. Not very, in the grand scheme of things. But we're doing like all the fiddly internal bits. I want a mecha anime series where they fight giant mecha books. That would be so cool. I would love that. That would be amazing. Yeah, so there's a few for you, Waffle. I've been eyeing Grim Fandango for a while. Do it! Grim Fandango is such a good game. It is legit one of my favourite games ever. So yeah. You should do that. You should definitely do that. Trying to take OGP books out of libraries in Ireland and the government just bowed down and gave them escorts. Oh, Jesus, that's awful. Old system where it was based on age is now based on parents. Oh no, that's horrendous, Amelia. I had not heard about that. No, I appreciate you bringing this to everybody's attention. But I don't think it's appropriate to time you out for talking about this stuff. But if you've gotten it off your chest for now, we can move on to something else for a little bit. Okay. Yes, Waffle. I will explain about the bug. I will explain about the bug. Not this bug. The Grim Fandango bug. Time and place. So, about that sport. So, the thing is, Amelia, this is a place where we can discuss that kind of stuff, but if it gets too heavy for too long, then we need to move on to something else. And like I say, I appreciate that you brought it to our attention and that you've had that little moment, but I think we're good to move on now. But I agree with you, that's absolutely fucking disgusting. And better timeline definitely needed. What have you got in the house, Nikki? I can't have hard food or sweet food. Ooh. How do you feel about pasta? See, when I'm in a no hard food, no sweet food kind of place, I go for a bit of pasta, maybe a bit of pesto if I've got some. Hey, nice one, Rocket. Amelia, thank you for the posture check. It is perk up at pasta. I mean, fair. Yeah, bit of pasta, bit of pesto is always nice. I really like a stuffed pepper. Oh, gnocchi, yeah. Good choice. I'm so hungry. Oh, sorry, Halo. You're at work, aren't you? Bless you. Thinking about the time zone difference. Welcome back, Prime B. Right. Waffle. Game breaking bug. Had dentistry earlier. Ah, that makes sense, Nikki. I hope it went okay. And yeah, pasta is good after the dentist. Or a bit of porridge. You can do savoury porridge if that's your cup of tea. Or bowl of porridge, I suppose. Okay, Waffle. Game breaking bug in Grim Fandango. Why am I going back to this after we've been talking about food? Because I love telling this fucking story. Referred for surgery. Oof. I hope the surgery goes okay, Nikki. Had to skip breakfast for a dentist appointment. Why is everyone going to the dentist today? Bloody Nora. So, Grim Fandango was maybe done college, however, I have 6 assignments to submit and I forgot how to do my binary. It's at the dentist on Monday. Fucking hell. It's just dentist week, isn't it? My boss was at the dentist on Tuesday. It's just dentist week. Are you allowed to Google for your assignment for a bit of help with the binary? Not been to the dentist. I haven't either. It was one of the best games ever made. Yes, it was. But there is some interesting production history that goes along with that. So, Grim Fandango had an engine built specifically for it. That is the Grim engine, or Grime, seeing as LucasArts really liked giving their engines disgusting names. Seen as the one that came before that, the engine that was used to make the Monkey Island games and originally Maniac Mansion, the Scum engine, is also really fucking gross. Anyway, Grime engine was built specifically to make Grim Fandango. It was built by a guy who had never programmed a game engine in his life. He had a bit of programming experience, but he'd never built a game engine before. Grim Fandango was basically built by a guy who wasn't really sure what he was doing in a time when Google didn't really exist. Hey, Pudlord, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. He did a really fucking good job, to be fair. Power to him. But this led to an interesting little issue. Good night, Cyborg. I hope you sleep well. Thank you so much for being here this evening. In your shiny new bed. Because of how long it took to build, Grime is probably what would happen if I made a point-and-click game engine. You and me fucking both, Primballs. Because of the time at which it was made, and because of the relative programming experience of the team involved, because this was the first 3D game that LucasArts had done as well. I should make an engine for fun at some point. You fucking should, Prime B. It does sound like a fun challenge. Do it. I'm going to keep building whilst I'm talking, because otherwise this is never going to get done. So yeah, because of the relative programming experience of the people involved and the time at which it was made, Grim Fandango came out at exactly the point in time when a bunch of new graphics cards were available on the market for home computers. And this is at a point in computing history when technology was moving at a rate of knots. Not like today, where you get a new graphics card and it's actually, although it's better than what was on the market, say, a year ago, it's not really changed all that much. A new graphics card will work better than an old graphics card, but it will still be able to understand things that came before it. We're talking about the Wild West days, as it were. And Grim Fandango had been built on an older graphics card. Older CPU, entirely older rig. And everything had just been updated by the time it came out. Why was this a problem? Because there is one point in the game that is programmed in such a way that if the speed of any part of your machine, but specifically the graphics card clock speed, was even slightly faster than the GPU that it had been designed for, or on, I should say, you could not complete the puzzle you needed to complete, because it was a time-based thing. And that meant that Grim Fandango shipped out to all these excited LucasArts fans, and none of them could fucking beat it. Because their computers were too fast for the game. And that is why You should never ever play the original Grim Fandango on a modern computer. You should play the remaster. And if you're a completionist, you should play it with the tank controls switched on for the entire game, because there is an achievement called What Tim Wants, or something like that, or As Tim Wants It, which is literally there because Tim Schafer designed the game originally, wanted the game originally to have tank controls, and it did. And they've put point and click controls in the new version of the game into the remaster, but you can still enable tank controls, so you get an achievement for suffering through the fucking awful tank controls. Because it's the way it was intended to be played. But yeah, so that's why you shouldn't play the original version, Waffle, because it will brick itself right near the end of the game and you'll have to start all over again. Think Resident Evil. I think it's Resident Evil that actually popularised tank controls in non-tank games. Silent Hill has tank controls as well, much to my dismay. I love that game so much, but I hate the controls. Like, it's a testament to how much I love that game that I'm willing to play it despite the fact that it has tank controls, because normally if something has tank controls and nothing else, I go, fuck this. Dawn of War 2 needs you to restrict your PC cores to work. Yeah, exactly. Shit like that was really common at that point in gaming history because the technology was moving so quickly. Fun fact, the classic CNCs did their game speed by just putting a frame limiter on. Yes, that's what we like to hear. Second fastest speed being 60 FPS. Damn. Apparently they switched to Unreal for the remaster of Ishin. Really? Yakuza devs who worked on the Dragon engine. Yeah, okay. But yeah, it's rarely as much of a problem these days as it was back in the days of Grim Fandango, because things were only just starting to move over to 3D at that point. And 3D being the default on PCs at any rate. Proper 3D, I mean. But the only other game that's been built on Grime, on the Grim engine, is Monkey Island 4. My least favourite Monkey Island game. And one of the only games that we have actively not completed on stream because game-breaking bug. I don't know whether that's down to the engine or whether it's just Monkey Island 4 being fucking cursed. But it's certainly a thing. Okay, so this goes... Oh, these go in here. Really? No. They do. Okay then. Alright. Boop. Oh, it's so cute. It's so horrifying and so cute. I'd say both. Yeah, that's fair. Apparently they switched to Unreal for the remaster. Well, I say remaster, it's more like a full remake. Fair. So Broken Sword 3 has something that kind of approximates tank controls, but isn't full tank controls. I'm trying to think of a different way of describing them, explaining what they are, and I am drawing a blank, so if anybody in chat is capable of providing a proper description of what the fuck a tank control is, I'd really appreciate it. Because I can't brain. Alongside Grime, LucasArts made a much, much better 3D engine, Sith, which I think they then used for like 2 games again, and that was it. Become their basis for 3D games after Monkey Island 4? Ah, okay then. Not point and click. Yeah, so not point and click. tank controls work much better on console than they do on PC, in my opinion. And I still don't like them on PC. On console, even. We need these, don't we? E9 and E8, yeah. Porthos is standing at the top of the stairs and crying. I don't know why. Why won't you? There we go. That just did not want to come out. I'm using my brain too much lately with creative ideas. Star Wars adjacent stuff and horror stuff and fantasy stuff and my comic shite. Lots of brain. Oh, good on you though, Potlord. Sounds like you've got some fantastic ideas percolating. I mean, I've seen the art you've been doing, and the art's been glorious. It can be difficult when you've got so many ideas, though, can't it? I just looked up at my monitor in the hopes that the instructions were there, and they're not. They're here. They're like right in front of me, and I just completely zoned them out. Okay, so goes like this. Yeah, I think it goes like this. Does it go there? No, it goes here. Eh. This is so difficult. Why won't you go in the hole? Okay. Nope. Try again. Unless... No. Should be. Should it? No, that's right. What's up with us? This is not going well. So I'm running a murder mystery with my old D&D group. With my D&D group, even. Having them really scratching their heads. Awesome. Are you doing like a proper whodunit, or are you going for something like a Cluedo style thing, or something else? This does not seem to fit in the hole it's supposed to go into, according to the instructions. And I do not know why. Then again, the picture of it looks... No, that's not right either. Ah, that's why you're at the top of the stairs crying, because Slo's gone out to the shops. This is really weird. Just doesn't feel like it's supposed to be there, but that's what the instructions say. No. And it's not like it's got any flash or anything on it. I wonder if this one fits in here. Struggling out. It's really smooth, and it's hard to keep a grip on. No, that one doesn't seem to fit either. Okay, they're gonna wait over here and think about what they've done. And we're gonna put a different piece on. E7, H10. Okay. Yeah. Victim seemingly murdered by a letter opener stabbed into the clavicle, but there is no blood. There was a full teapot of tea smelling of almond. Bruise marks around her neck. Bloody hell. Plenty of options there, then, for what could have actually happened. E7, H4. H4. And did they have any means of deducing or being informed of what actually happened to the victim, or hello, Mum. Thank you for the hydrate. I hope you're doing well. It was a Rasputin situation and all three methods were tried. Yeah, maybe. Got a lot of Rasputin chat going on today, don't we? Not that I mind. Apparently he got into a property dispute with his next door neighbour as well. Just an absolute mess of a man, by all accounts. I think these are just really... It's not that they don't fit, it's just that they're really awkwardly done. And they're hard to actually slot into place. Because that's gone in now. I think it's an angles thing. Okay. I wonder why it keeps getting the majestic version of that before the just basic bony M version. Because that's the second time it's done that to somebody. I guess the majestic version's more popular. I mean, it's majestic and bony M, but it's weird. Imagine Rasputin being your neighbour. Yeah, he was not a nice person. Well known for being very smelly, very drunk. No, it's okay, Torpor, I'll deal with it. I mean, it is a Boney M version. It's got Boney M as one of the artists. It's just also got Majestic as one of the artists. I'm kind of intrigued by what it actually is as a result. I feel like this bit is prohibitively difficult. He just doesn't want to go in. Rasputin was a monster, but despite being such an odd man, he still wasn't as evil as the Tsar and Tsarina. Very true. Very fucking true. Just seeing if there's anything caught in the space where this is supposed to go. I feel like these should have been put on before all of this was clipped together. Because it's so awkward to do with all of this stuff around it. Caught it. is the matter, Porthos? He's literally just standing in the hallway crying for no reason. Oh, he's gone downstairs. Sulking up here wasn't enough for him, apparently. You confound me, little bug. You confound me. Like, it doesn't even look like that's the right size to go in the gap that it's supposed to go in. No worries at all, Waffle. You take care. Rest well. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a lovely rest of your night and a good sleep. How do you work, Bug? How do you work? Try this one again. No, I'm pretty sure they're too thick to go in the slots provided. The bug is bugged. The bug is bugged. They're definitely the right pieces from the correct sprue. I don't know what to do. This might work. It might have been buff. It's been a long time since I watched the Jimmy Neutron movie. That is a very good question, Torpor. I have learnt the hard way that you kind of need to do things in the order that they're described when it comes to Plamo kits, otherwise you just got no fucking chance, which is why I'm struggling with them now. Because I'd rather struggle with them now than struggle with them more later. But it's... the fact that they're so, for want of a better description, slippery is not helping. Because I don't know if you can see how shiny that is, how smooth that is. I've got nothing to grip on. Probably explains Rasputin's smell too. I mean, yeah. But even as a booze, drugs, and food-fueled orgy goer, he was considered particularly pungent. Like, apparently other orgy goers didn't like him being at their orgies. There we go. It's in the Power Rangers movie. Ah. Oh, this version's fine. There we go. Okay, so I just needed to... Please nobody take this out of context. I just needed to attack the holes a little bit. And then it worked. It was fine. So we can see there's some damage to this one here, where I shocked the plastic a bit too hard. I'm going to try and buff it out a bit, but what I'll probably end up doing is using some of my Tamiya to just melt that so that it looks tidier later. Febreze was not a thing yet. No, it was not. I might have needed to put the thing that goes behind that on first. Oh no. Yes and no, Torpor. Um, so one of the neat things about the way this kit is designed is that you can leave the carapace on, or you can remove it to see all of the internals. So these pieces we will be able to see if I remove the carapace, uh, which I may well do. But it's fine. I have. Let me show everybody so that you know what you're looking for if you want to do this yourself. I have Tamiya Extra Thin Cement. Why does that matter? This stuff will literally melt plastic. It works for gluing plastic model kits together because it melts the pieces together. But it's also really, really handy when you've got little bits of your model kit that have been damaged as they've been coming off the sprue, because it will just melt the plastic back into a like nice, flat, smooth shape. You can just put a little bit of the cement over it and then run a bit of sprue over the top, and boom, it's like whiteout. It's amazing. That looks somewhat familiar. Yeah, funny that. It's almost like somebody in chat might have sent it to me at some point. Ah, cement fusion. Yes. Okay. What I'm about to do will make Hans cry. Do not try this at home. Or if you do, do it far more safely than I am. This is a really small piece, and I can't sand that lump off. Delicious fumes, yeah. I've actually got a jar of sprue goo somewhere. Um, Sprue goo is something that you can make with your plastic model kit sprues. With a jar of, like an empty jar, you clip your little pieces of sprue into it, and then you dump acetone, like nail varnish remover, into the jar, covering all the sprues. Put the lid on nice and tight, and leave it for a day or so. Just melt the sprues down, and then you can use that as like, you can either turn it into pieces for making other like bits of terrain and stuff like that, or you can use it as filler for holes in any minis that you've got, stuff like that. It's really handy. Mine has actually re-solidified inside the jar because I've had it for so long and not used it. I'm gonna have to take that out, aren't I? After all that hassle getting it in, I'm gonna have to take it out to put this piece in. Fucking typical. Also works as glue. Yes, it does. There we go. There we go. Our little bug is coming along nicely. Okay, so now we need H6 and H5, and then that's this complicated instruction step done. H5 goes this side, and that's the one I've got in my hand, so we'll deal with that one first. But yeah, once I know which bits of the mini actually how does it go in? Like this. Will actually be on display in the final product. I'll I'll get some Tamiya on them just to smooth them out a bit. Does it not, Torpor? Oh, that's a pity. There's so much I could do with this, like painting wise. I know it's not necessary, but I'll probably go back with stuff and like put some shading onto some of the components at some point in the future. Probably not on stream, but I will do it. Slows back from the shops. Dog's happy. There we go. I had not realised how late it had gotten. I've been really enjoying putting this together and just chatting with you folks. Doesn't feel like I've gotten very far, but like we're on page 5. And now apparently building a completely different part of the beetle. Closest to pasta I could find was a pot noodle. Pot noodle's nice. Fucking tired of Raid Shadow Legends ads on Twitter. Ah, yes, the bad gacha game. That's fair, Rocket. I think I have the Raid Shadow Legends Twitter account blocked so it can't advertise to me. Tamiya Extra Thick is fun. I don't have any Tamiya Extra Thick. I've never seen it. How many pages are there? Good question. Let's find out. There are 11 pages of actual instructions and 1 page that just shows you how to move the figure after it's complete, which is still a really nice little... Look at that. Apparently one of the new studio series Transformers is Prowl as he dies in the 86 movie. Oh, fuck. Okay. That's a choice. Here's a question. What the fuck is this? It is a mechanical beetle that was gifted to me by Seamus. His mouth and eyes glow from fire. Oh my god. Smoke plumes from his mouth. Fucking hell. That's bleak. So that's what it will look like when it's done. And it moves, and you can remove the carapace to look at the insides, which is cool. Oh yeah. Step 18, the last step, the only step on page 11 is put that in. That's it. That is extremely grim, yeah. How far into the instructions are you? I'm on step 8. 8 of 11. Oh, no, sorry. 8 of 18. So there's 10 steps left. And looking at them, yeah, we've still got some fiddly things. But it doesn't look like there's anything excessively complicated now. But we've made good progress, and I think this is a good point to stop because we're at 3.25 hours. I might build the rest of it off stream after I've had some dinner. Maybe another day, actually. I might finish building it tomorrow after work. Because that can be a thing that I do. Like, another problem I've had, going back to the taking time for yourself is important thing, is that I've not painted any more of my miniature, even on days when I've felt like painting, because I'm painting it on stream. And I didn't do that for the longest time. Like, my approach for ages was, if I feel like painting more of my mini, I will paint more of my mini. Whether it's a stream day or not. And I've stopped doing that again. And I think I need to actually just, if I want to paint, sit down and fucking paint. whether it's for stream or not. And then I can, you know, say to you folks, so I've worked on this a little bit off stream, and this is what it looks like now. Instead of saving everything for stream. So I think I'm going to do that with this. I think I'm probably going to finish it tomorrow. I'll watch some streams, as I normally do on a Thursday, and I'll build my beetle while I watch my streams. Pretty sure we'd be fine with that. Yeah, you would. That's why we have the one we made earlier thing. Yeah, exactly. We have a fucking Blue Peter command because I wanted to paint off stream. And I am depriving you of the opportunity to use it. Hi Hobby, hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay, my hip is still kind of wiggly, but is much better. Welcome on in, Lynn. I'm glad your hip's doing. I'm doing well, thank you, and I'm glad your hip's doing better. Hopefully it is fully better soon. It's lovely to see you, friend. But yeah, so it's not a you thing, chat. It's me being good old head case hobo and going, oh no, I need to save this for stream. No, I do. That Blue Peter is perfection. I'm glad you like it, Prime B. It is the Blue Peter theme tune from when I was a child. Beetle Robo is a nice idea and reminds me of Kamen Rider because of all the Bug Kingdom does. Yes! Because all of the Bug Kingdom does, yes. Let me show you the box, because this is very definitely your cup of tea, Pudlord. This is the box. So Shane has got this for me. So he will be able to tell you where he got it from. I have no idea. There are apparently 3 bugs in the series. I want them all. Bad hobby, no aggressively monetizing your enjoyment and relaxation. Yeah, exactly. I need to get better about that. I am allowed to do things off stream. You folks already know that. Technically, I already know that, but I'm really bad at following through with it. So that is a thing that I need to work on, and I know that. I know that's a thing I need to work on. It's my birthday in a week. I'm thinking about potential plans because I don't want to not do anything and be lonely. Also, this kit looks cool. Nice. It is very cool. It's very fucking fiddly, but it is very cool. I really like it. I'm having a lot of fun building it, even if it is a little stressful at times. And yeah, if you end up doing anything, let me know. I'm happy to join you for things, as long as I don't have to leave my house. But yeah. So I'm gonna go back to what I was saying earlier whilst I was trying to build the mini and failing. And reiterate it for everyone in chat. Do remember to take time for yourself. Self-care is not the same as selfishness, and you do need to practice self-care. I'm saying this to me as much as I'm saying it to you, for the record. And self-care doesn't have to be, like, going and reading a book or going outside. It can be those things. But even if it's just taking half an hour out of your day to sit and play a game that you love, or a game that you've been meaning to play, or to sit and build a mechanical beetle, or having a cup of tea in your garden. Whatever it is, it's a thing that makes you feel better. It's a thing that recharges your batteries a little bit. It's an oasis in the desert that is this fucking world we live in. Remember to take those little moments for yourself. I need to remember to do it, and I'm sure there's folks in chat that need to too. Do the things that make you happy. Thank you very much, Lynn. I have gone back to wearing them purely because I keep taking my glasses off and then forgetting where I've put them. But they work. I like them. It's a little bit of sparkle. Yeah. And for those of us that are streamers or content creators of some variety, not everything that you do has to be monetized. I get we're in a position in the world where getting a little bit of extra cash is helpful, because I am fucking there too. But don't put yourself in a place where you resent the things that you love. Or yourself, for that matter. You are all so fantastic and so wonderful, and so many of you are so talented and creative. Sometimes self-care is taking that hike you always wanted to do. Sometimes it's just standing in the shower and allowing yourself to be tired. Let the hot water wash the fatigue away. Other times it's laughing with friends, and sometimes it's sitting on your ass, staring outside for half an hour. Remember, self-care is an act of love, not work or done for kudos. Exactly, Modhell. Beautifully put. Far more eloquently put than I could do. Just had to retrieve a rather large rodent from Maeve. Oh no! Well done, Maeve. Yeah. Whatever form your self-care takes, remember to take those little moments for yourself. Even if it's only 5 minutes when you can grab them. Even if it's just putting some music on while you're in the shower. Just a little bit of a breather from the horrors of everyday life.
Goodbye.
Anyway, I need to take us to the ending soon screen. If somebody could type the prize command in, I'd really appreciate it, because I can't quite reach the P key on my keyboard. Exclamation mark prize. Thank you, Torpo. And thank you, Prime B, as well. So, we do have a giveaway active on the stream, as we always do. Oh yes, very definitely, Modhell. If you would like to be in the running for a copy of Izmir, an independence simulator, exclamation mark ticket will get you 1 ticket to enter. You can purchase up to 10 tickets by typing exclamation mark ticket, space, and then the number of tickets you want to purchase. I will give you folks a little bit of time to enter if you want to. Can't enter the giveaway for 20 tickets. 10 is the maximum. And now Stream Elements has gone, oh no, I don't like that. But Lynn's allowed in. Oh, wow. Stream Elements, don't be mean to Graph. Tell you what, seeing as it's been a butt to you, Graph, try smaller numbers. There you go. So, I have bought 10 tickets for Graph. Is this because I'm American? No, it is not, Graph. It's because you requested 20 tickets and now Stream Elements is mad at you. Modhail has requested pie tickets and received 1. Too late, Modhail. I cannot delete your ticket, unfortunately. And then the stream died. What? The stream died? Oh! Well, fuck. Are we back? I've no idea what happened there. Like, I didn't do anything. Welcome back, everyone. For those that need it, there we go. Swear to Christ, I'm cursed. You are not cursed, Graf. So I have purchased 10 tickets on your behalf. If I win, you will get the prize. Okay. I am back. I am back, yes. Oh no, it wasn't my internet didn't go down. It was just Twitch. I think Twitch had a hiccup. It must have been. Because everything else is still working and didn't stop working. Anyway, I have some admin to do, so if anybody else wants to enter the giveaway, this is your last chance while I'm doing the admin. Friday is normally community night, but as we are having an extended community-themed stream on Saturday, I will be playing a horror game on Friday. What I haven't decided is if we're going to continue Varney Lake on Friday instead of doing it on Saturday night, or if I'm going to play something else. I kind of want to finish Varney Lake, so we'll probably do that, because I don't like having multiple games half finished. So yeah, probably Varney Lake on Friday, and then we've got the watch party on Saturday. As a reminder, the Discord has bingo cards, a drinking game, and sweepstakes that will be available on Friday. If the monkey trick works, I'm giving it to Graf, cause fuck you, Twitch. Aw, Rocket, you sweetheart. Yeah, so a little bit of a change to the usual scheduling, but you are going to get to see more of me because the Saturday stream is going to start at 8. Well, it's going to start at 7:45, so we've got 15 minutes to sort of get comfy, have a little chat, and just be excited. I am spiteful to this site. You and me fucking both, Rocket. With good reason, I think. Yeah, so that's that. I will put a reminder about it in the Discord. If you're not already in the Discord, feel free to join. !Discord will give you the link. Anything else? Oh yeah, I will be making the bingo cards available as a !command during the stream. So if you're not part of the Discord and you want to take part in the bingo, you'll be able to get a bingo card on the day. Oh! Thank you, Stream Elements, for mentioning the Discord. Very helpful. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah. Okay, we're good. We're good. So, with all the admin out of the way... I'm going to give you some extra time anyway, because I always do. It's part of the ritual at this point. The giveaway will be ending shortly. This is your last chance to get tickets for the giveaway, which is a copy of Izmir, an independence simulator. If you want to enter, you have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a little bit for the lag. The giveaway is closed. Rocket jumping in with the monkey trick right at the end there. Fucking hell, that was very close, Rocket. I almost thought you wouldn't get it. Okay. 5 entrants, a total of 41 tickets purchased. And our winner is... me! Which means that Graf has won. Congratulations, Graf. I will send you your code via Discord a little bit later. But yeah, technically if you think about it, Rocket, me, and Torpor, and I think also Modhail, all said we'd give our tickets to Graf if we won. So 4 of 5 people were in it for Graf. 31 tickets. 31 tickets for Graf. So Graf would have basically the game was rigged from the start. It seems so. Why were you all so fucking nice? Because this is what we do here. I mean, they're just fucking lovely, and I felt bad that Stream Elements decided to tell you to fuck off because you tried to buy too many tickets. But yes, I'll send you that code a little bit later. Righty tight. Let's see who we've got live. Ooh. Honk. Okay. So, Waffle, if you are still here, we are going to raid somebody who is playing a game that if you want another point-and-click mystery game, you want to fucking play this if you haven't already. We are going to go and raid community member Ginger Majango, fantastic streamer, currently playing one of my favourite games of the year, The Case of the Golden Idol. Midge is lovely. If you're not already following, you really should be. Can I... Because typing the name out is too hard. This is so difficult to do with my keyboard all the way over here. If you want to join the raid, but you don't get pulled through, there is the link to Midge's Twitch page. So you can join that way. Right. I have done all of my spiel already, so I have nothing new to tell you that we haven't already discussed. So, all that's left to do is for me to say to you that hopefully I will see you on Friday for some Varney Lake. And if not, maybe I'll see you on Saturday for the watch party. But, as always, until I do see you next, I want you to take care of yourselves, especially. Take care of each other. Wash your fucking Beatles. And have a great rest of your week, everyone, however you're spending it. Now, go say hi to Midge for me. Bye-bye.